Okay, we're going to continue with our lesson in polylines and spline editing, which is from chapter 14. So I'm going to share the screen. Let's go to AutoCAD, and you'll see in chapter 14 on page, there it is, 407, polyline grip commands. Pick a polyline object to display the primary grips. Now, with lines and arcs and other shapes that are not polylines, when you pick on the object, 3 squares appear, one on the ends and one in the middle. With a polyline, that middle grip is actually a rectangle. So let's look at exercise 14-5. So you're going to start a new drawing from scratch, use the rectangle command to draw a single polyline object with the width of 1 unit and a height of 0.5 units. Edit the polyline to look like the original polyline shown in figure 1411. That's over here, 1411. Okay, so each one of these exercises, stretch vertex, stretch, add vertex arc, remove vertex, and convert to arc. Those are all different functions of the polyline grip edit. So let's take a look at that. Let's start with the rectangle command, because a rectangle is a closed polyline that you can then edit. Now, I'm going to make it bigger than 1 unit by 0.5 just so it's easier to see. So let's zoom in a little bit. I'm going to make it, this is 25, let's see, from 5 to 7.5. So each of these boxes is 2.5 inches. I'm going to make it, say, 10 inches long and 2.5 inches wide. So there's your rectangle. You click on it, and here's these midpoint grips. Okay. So 14-5 tells you to go through each one of these different grip stretches. Pretty simple. You just click on the grip, and you'll see down in the command line, stretch, and if you hit spacebar, it'll change from stretch to move, rotate, scale, second point, back to stretch. If you right-click, you'll see move, rotate, scale, mirror, stretch, add vertex, remove vertex. So all of the grip options are right here. Okay, so you can just move it, stretch. It's that simple. Let's look at one that's a little confusing, and that is hovering over the midpoint snap. You'll see stretch, add vertex, and convert to arc. So you say convert to arc, and it turns it into a bubble. Now, the question is, how do you get it to the right width so that it's not too long and too short? Well, right now I've got my grid snaps on, and that's messing me up. I've also got ortho turned off, so let's turn ortho on so it's a straight line. The width was 2.5, which means the radius for this arc will be half of that, or 1.25. Come to the other side. Remember, hover over it, don't snap on it. Just hover, convert to arc, and type in 1.25. And you get a radius arc that is, the radius is half the width. We've got the length of the original rectangle. And because it's a closed polyline, if you right-click and go to properties, you will get all the different geometry that you need to know. 25, 5, area, length, closed, yes, line type disabled, all the different things that you need. If you want to have some fun with it, you can then hover, convert to arc, and make that really big, but we're not going to get into that. So you want to get rid of these arcs. You hover, convert to line, and it goes back. Hover, convert to arc. You have to type in half of the width. So in this case, the width is 2.5, half the width is 1.5. And that will look exactly like this assignment. Convert to arc converts straight line segment to an arc at the selected midpoint. So that pretty much is everything you need to know about exercise 14-5. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to stop recording.